Unfortunately, one cup run has come to an end, but we are reaching the final of another one today. Sunderland are heading to Wembley. We've taken over London the past couple of times we've headed down there, and I'm sure we'll take it over again today. Looking for an upset against Man City, but we can do it. Come on. Since we have confirmed our place in the Carabao Cup Final, the form has been a little bit iffy. Before the transfer window ended, we did lose our game against Brentford, 1-0 loss there. Got back to win ways against Chelsea. Ben Doak on his debut on loan from Liverpool, he got a goal. Johan Bonney also continuing his hot streak as well. Then, unfortunately, like we mentioned in the intro, we did lose the replay against Watford, 3-2 at home, 3-0 down at half-time in this game. Not really sure what happened, and very, very disappointing result for us to bear. Came back, drew 1-1 against Everton, and then a 3-0 win against Crystal Palace, and in our most recent game, a loss to Fulham. In this game, we did have quite a lot of shots, and we just couldn't manage to find a way through to get the goal. We're going to hope that we can be more clinical today. A tough game against Manchester City. It is the Carabao Cup Final though. We are excited for it, potentially the first silverware of the save. And we do have a team meeting ahead of the game. We're going to try to get the players a bit more upbeat. Realise, obviously, it is a final which we are expected to lose. Manchester City, a big team. And we are just going to say we're proud of the boys for reaching it. Probably wasn't expected of us. They're all encouraged. Nice to see smiling faces across the dressing room there. Bit of bad news though. Edrago, he has picked up an injury as well. He's going to be out for about 2 weeks now. Disappointing that he will miss the opportunity to play in this final. But we are going to put a team out to play Manchester City. That's happening tomorrow. We'll see you in Wembley for that. For the game today, and this is a decision I deliberated over quite a bit, but we are sticking with the team that got us to this final. Looking through the cup run that we did have, a lot of them have played very well on a regular basis, so it's only fair that they do get the opportunity to take us to the win themselves. Simon starts in goal. Pembele, Papetti, Janacek and Zacharias make up the defence. Ekwit, Tim and Job in the midfield, bar Bennett behind Alarcon up front. Alarcon got 6 goals in 6 games in this competition. He's really been the player that has led us to this final almost single-handedly. We're going to hope he has one more really good game left in his tank and he can get a few goals at Wembley. Tough game for us. Obviously Manchester City boasting some incredible talent in the team, have the riches to assemble the squad, and Pep Guardiola is a fantastic manager. But we got a good result against them earlier on in the season. We'll be right up for this one, and we're going to go to Wembley looking to get that win for the fans. Maybe looking at the Manchester City team, they may have put their second string team out. I can't see any Haaland, no Grealish, no Rodri in central midfield. Maybe calling it a second team is a bit harsh. Obviously very talented players, a lot of them. Alvarez, great player, but maybe a better chance than we would have had with the likes of Haaland playing in the game as well. Manchester City putting some early pressure on us. John Stones having a shot from the edge of the box, but the highlight doesn't end when we don't get to see what that outcome was. Obviously it wasn't a goal, otherwise it would have stayed on. We are maybe looking to get our first attack of the game now. Papetti out to Pembele. He plays it into Ekwit, but it's intercepted by Correa. Alvarez shot from the edge of the box, looked like a snapshot. Simon really didn't react well enough. A goal which we really should have done better with. It's a poor pass inside from Pembele. Correa intercepts it far too easily, and then Alvarez, like we said, just the quick shot from the edge of the box. I don't think Simon was expecting it. Really should have done better though. Was near him. He got a hand to it, but not strong enough. 1-0 down in the final. and really not looking like we're causing Manchester City any problems in the match so far. They're on the attack again with the throw, and Akanji forward to Alvarez. Doku now, he's cutting into the box. He has the shot, and that's 2-0. Very, very disappointing yet again. Too easy for them to drift inside and get the goal. Again, it's Ekwa, sorry, not closing down the man quick enough, not being aggressive, and then just allowing them to get through. Really need to be better than this. We've seen a lot of 2-goal leads that we've had slip away. We need to do it to another team now. Maybe looking to put some pressure on them. Not able to claim the ball back as of yet, and Kovacic looking to break away. Doku down the left, but Pembele tackles. We have possession back again, and Bennett now plays it to Alarcon. He's dispossessed, and Manchester City again looking to break. Neither team able to keep the ball for a prolonged period of time. Maybe Sunderland looking to break now. Bar on the left hand side into Zacharias. He plays it to Ekwa, and Pierre Ekwa gets his first goal of the season. A good strike from the edge of the box, giving us hope. We have a little bit of time before half time. If we can get another goal and bring it back, that'll give us a great amount of confidence going into the second half. That is a good finish from Ekwa as well. A good volley from the edge of the area and just putting it into that bottom corner. At half time now, no late goal at the end of that second half to get the equaliser. But we do have a bit of momentum now. We obviously have a lot more to offer in the tank. That last few minutes was a bit better, but over the course of the first half, we really hadn't played well enough at all. Ekwa looking to get an assist as well as his goal. Not able to find a Sunderland shirt, and Manchester City trying to get it out of the back. Maybe able to. Ekwa wins the header. He gets it back from McAtee and plays it to Zacharias. That's a great fall forward to Bar. He gets it into the box, and Alarcon, he potentially equalises. Obviously, these VAR reviews haven't really been our friend too much, but this one counts. We are back level. It's 2-2. Done amazingly to come back. Obviously, the first half not good enough for the most part. Getting that goal, I think, gave us a little bit of confidence, and we used that momentum to start the second half fantastically. Alarcon, his 7th goal. He continues his streak of getting at least a goal a game on average in the competition. And what a sight to see. 2-2 now. Scratch that. Manchester City just going ahead again. 3-2. We've seen we can come back though. We do need to do it again. But great to see that we do have a little bit of confidence in us. Maybe got a bit too complacent at that moment in time. We are going to make a couple of changes now. We are having some players tiring in the squad. Bennett not having his most impressive game so far, so we will bring on Patrick Roberts in his place, and Bellingham not performing at his best either. Jack Clark can come on for him. Barr can move back into that Mazzal role in midfield, a role which apparently he does prefer, so hopefully he'll be able to put in a strong performance. And Pembele, he's having quite a terrible game, so we will bring on Trey Hume in his place. Those changes are being made now, and hopefully we can get an impact for them. Clark and Roberts in particular, they are danger men for us. Not much in the way of highlights coming up now. We are going to look to make a couple more changes just to try to get this victory secured. Not exactly sure what we should go for, but we are going to take a bit of a risk, I feel. We will bring on Johan Bonny. He will come on in place of Pierre Ekwa. We'll move Bonny up front with Alarcon. Alarcon can be a deep line forward. Actually, no, we'll make him our Trekatista on attack. Bonny, he can go to an advanced forward. We're going to change to attacking. And we do have one more change left as well. Even though he's tiring, we are going to leave Barr on. No, we're not. We are going to take Barr off, and we're going to swap Neil and Tim around. Hopefully these changes in the last few minutes can give us a little bit more attacking intent. We would love to get a goal in the final few minutes. Maybe take it to extra time if we can get one now though. we do have a little bit of time left in the game. Trey Hume on the right hand side. He plays it back to Dennis Simon. Janacek now picking it up just on the edge of the halfway line. Up to Neil. He plays it back to Papetti. We're just looking for an opening, nice and calmly. Trey Hume getting it forward. Roberts with a great ball. And Johan Bonny, he hits the back of the net. Yet again, we are going to VAR for review of the goal. Hopefully it's not going to be chalked off. It is chalked off. Oh, we'll have a look at the replay here. This was a nice bit of play. That, again, very close to being onside. Nothing much separating the lines there. Maybe unlucky not to count ourselves getting that goal. And the time is slipping away from us. Isn't to be at this stage. A great effort from us, you have to say, to get back from 2-0 down to bring it back to 2-2. Then just a moment of complacency just after that allowed Manchester City to go 3-2 up, and then they held onto that lead. And we see them now picking up the Carabao Cup. Obviously, it would have been great for us to get that. Not to be today. The players, they have been fantastic throughout this whole competition. Give them credit where credit's due. We'll have to move on, and hopefully we can get our form up a bit in the Premier League. Big game next against Spurs. Win that, potentially we could go ahead of them in the league. We've got to pick our heads up after that defeat, but like we said, the team performed admirably. We'll see you for the Spurs game. That's coming up in a few days' time. We are back in Sunderland for the game against Spurs. We've made quite a few changes to the team that played against Man City in that final. Patterson returns in goal. Trey Hume, Ballard, Seal and Thomas make up the defence. Ligovski, Neil and Tim are the midfielders, with Edrago being out. It was a toss-up who to play in that role. However, Tim has been on quite good form recently, and his form over the season has really been good. In his favoured role as that Mazzala, we're hoping he will be able to have a good impact on the game today. Clark and Roberts, both just returning to fitness from injuries. Hopefully they can have a good impact today, but we do have Ben Doak and Bennett on the bench in case we do need to bring anyone on. And Bonny, he starts up front. 19 goals in the Premier League so far. Obviously Erling Haaland is still above him in the scoring charts, but a monumental feat by him in his first season in the Premier League. We're going to go out. Hopefully we'll be able to put on a good performance. Last time we played Spurs, we did beat them 3-0. Need another game like that today, and just to get the confidence back up after that final. We'll see what the stadium is like. Spurs' first attack of the game, just into the third minute. Maddison on the right hand side. Clark Lowe tracking him back, and he manages to win the ball. That's a poor pass, Lowe. Not sure if it was the poor pass or just Ligovski not getting a touch on it. We'll watch the replay to find out. It honestly didn't look like the worst pass initially. Ligovski, he really could have got on the end of that and stopped that from happening. Either way, Clark, probably not the best idea to play it across the box in such a manner. That's the worst start we could have got off to. We're going to have to pick ourselves up yet again from a mistake that we've made. Van der Ven now, he gets the ball forward. Santiago into Veerman, and he's driving forward. Patrick Roberts gets the tackling, but Veerman retains the ball. Santiago cutting into the box, and you've got to say that is a great finish into the top corner there, curling it from the edge of the box. 8 minutes gone in the game, and we are down 2-0. From having 3 roads potentially into Europe, we now appear to be lost at sea. No road in front of us at all, and it is very disappointing, and that could really spell a danger to the end of the season. He's got an upper body injury, not really sure what that could be. We're going to hope it's nothing too bad, because he is a huge player for us. Being without Bonny will hamper us quite massively. As good as Alarcon is, not the same player as Bonny at all, and definitely a blow that could be felt massively if he's out for a while. Spurs still keeping the pressure on in this game. We are yet to turn up. We are going to demand more because this has been an extremely poor performance from us. We've been so much better than this throughout the course of the season. Obviously stuttering a bit before that cup final. That's out the way now. We would expect, hopefully, to return to the good form which saw us rise up the Premier League table. But Spurs, though, they've come here and their revenge mission against us is working out quite well. 2-0 up, coming into half-time. And, yeah, these boys don't deserve nice words at half-time. We are going to thrash our arms and say that they've been terrible. No changes at the break. Clark and Roberts both not having the best games and both running out of stamina as well. Giving him a little bit of a chance to improve after the half-time break. That hasn't happened. So we are going to bring on Doak and we will bring on Bennett as well. Tim, he hasn't had the greatest game either. So Job will come on. We'll keep one change held back just in case there's anything that happens. Still quite early on in the game to be making all of the subs. Yeah, this has not been our best performance in the slightest. Maybe looking to salvage something now. Doak plays it to Job, back to Joke, and now he finds Thomas going down the left-hand side. Can he get the ball into the box? We do manage to get it in just about. Alarcon with the effort. He's not able to get it in. Dan Neil shows awareness to find Bennett on the edge of the box. He gets it in the back of the net. 2-1 now. Just over 20 minutes left, you would think, with the stoppage time. And maybe a chance for us to get back into the game. Bennett, that's a good finish. Powerful shot past Vicario. He's not able to keep it out despite getting a hand on it. We are going to look to win this game now. One change left going into the last few minutes. And just to get a bit of extra energy going up and down the wing, we will bring on Pembele for Hume. See what we can muster throughout the last few minutes of the game. Lugovsky now up to Job. He plays it to Neil. And back to Job. That's out to Doak. He's looking to get into the box. Plays it to Bennett. He gets a shot away. It's blocked. But now Dan Neil plays it forward to Bennett again. And he's not able to apply a finish at this point. We do retain the ball. Lugovsky intersealed. He just keeping hold of the ball for now. Driving over halfway and playing it to Job. Again, patient play. Not really sure who he was looking for with that one. Maybe a chance for us to have a shot from distance, and while he gets back in, but we are calm. We get it to Alarcon. That was a fantastic ball from Job in the first instance. That was really the one which cut the defence out of the game, him switching it over to Bennett. Look at this for a pass. Great play, and then Bennett, good awareness to get it across the box first time. Alarcon, he finishes. 2-2 now. We've done it to another team. We just need to keep on going. Nothing happened after the goal, but you've got to say we did really well to come back into that game. Now we know how it feels to do it to another team. Looking at the 2-2 games that we have had where we've been leading 2-0, they've all come in the videos. Normally a bit camera shy, but today we've turned up and we've reversed that. Done it to another team. And you've got to say, if we do perform like we did in that game, and like we did in the Fulham game before the final, lots of chances for us. If we can just be a little bit more clinical at times, that would be great. We are now going to find out the extent of Bonnie's injury. Hopefully it's nothing that's too major. He's out for 5 weeks, and that could be quite a bad moment for us in the season. Obviously, the form he's been on: 32 appearances in all competitions, 21 goals, 5 assists. Huge player for us. Will be a massive, massive miss. We'll do our best to get by without him, but the sooner he comes back, the better what a player he's been for us this season. Very unfortunate for him as well. He was in the form of his life, and just a shame for him to be able to be injured and lose that momentum that he has had recently. For the next games, I am going to get through the next 5 fixtures off camera, but then we are going to have 2 more episodes of this season. Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest, they'll be the next one, and then the final episode, that will be Liverpool and Norwich. We do have some big games between now and the end of the season. Maybe one last push at the European places. That is really what we want now with this season. I think we have avoided relegation, and there's no chance of us going down now if we can carry on some of the momentous form we have had. A very unlikely push at Europe, but it's one that we're going to try and get. And I think with the way the European leagues are changing in the game, I think there will be an extra place allocated. So as high as we can get would be great and give us a better chance of getting into those places. Please drop a like on the video if you have enjoyed that. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager content. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.